Montana Governor Steve Bullock wrapped up his first presidential campaign tour in Iowa today, and it certainly won't be his last in this crucial state on the path to the 2020 presidency. MTN's chief political reporter Mike Dennison has been in Iowa to cover the governor and gives us a final look at this first leg of Bullock's upstart campaign.
Governor Bullock spent Saturday in towns on or near the Mississippi River in Iowa, including Maquoketa, where he toured Main Street with local officials. In appearances here and in other eastern Iowa towns like Dubuque or Independence, he pitched small groups of voters the same message, that he's equipped to unite a divided country by pursuing policies that will restore economic fairness for all.
We know that we're better when we find common values, not when we divide into warring camps. We're better when everybody has a fair shot, not just those with money. When we can allow everybody's voice to be heard, as opposed to no one's.
Paid and volunteer campaign staff accompanied him throughout Iowa, as well as 2 Montana Highway Patrolmen, his state-funded security guards. The Montana Republican Party has criticized Bullock for campaigning on the taxpayer's dime, but the governor said he can't tell his security to just stay home or legally reimburse their salaries from the campaign.
The state of Montana is paying for it. By state law, they have to be with me. Ultimately, the Montana legislature wanted to get rid of the protective detail. It would make some of my family trips a lot easier, I'll tell you that.
Iowa holds the nation's first presidential nominating contest in 2020, the Iowa caucuses next February 3rd. For candidates hoping to stay in the game, they must place well or greatly exceed expectations in the Hawkeye State Caucus.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Iowa is kind of, and I said the great sorting hat, right? Every campaign, even with 24 different candidates, that Iowa is really going to winnow down the field. And that's the case. It's always been the case.
Toward that end, Bullock plans to spend as much as 2/3 of his campaign time here, going from coffeehouse to chamber halls to Main Street tours, just as he was on Saturday morning in downtown Maquoketa. So what's next for candidate Bullock? To be on CNN's State of the Union on Sunday, and certainly more time here in Iowa. But whatever his plans, he no doubt faces a steep road to relevance in this crowded contest. In Maquoketa, Iowa, I'm Mike Dennison, MTN News.